Kick Him in the Head is a podcast that takes an inside look at the world of mixed martial arts, featuring interviews with some of the top fighters from South Africa and around the world, with a focus on the EFC and UFC promotions. Join us as we delve deep into the techniques, strategies, and mindsets of these world-class athletes, learning from their experiences and gaining insights into what it takes to succeed in the toughest sport on earth. Welcome everyone to the Kick Him in the Head podcast. And as always, I have an amazing interview with me. Today, I'm speaking with Nkosi The Future Ndebele. Nkosi is a South African MMA fighter, currently the Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight World Champion. Known for his agility and technical skills, Ndebele is the first homegrown champion of Brave CF. He represents African MMA and showcases the potential of African athletes on the global stage. Ndebele's upcoming trilogy fight against Jose Shorty Torres in Mauritius is a crucial moment in his career as he aims to defend the title and leave a lasting legacy. With his dynamic fighting style and indomitable spirit, Ndebele is set to become a key figure in the history of MMA. Nkosi, welcome to the Kick Him in the Head podcast.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's an honor, and hopefully have a good time.
Phenomenal. I just want to say, I've been watching your career since actually the first fight against Shorty Torres in Colombia, and just seeing the trajectory of your career since then and just watching it grow has been amazing. And it's a real honor to have you on the show and to actually speak to you and get your insights on your career and how everything's been going so far. So thank you very much for making the time for us.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you. It's an honor to be finally here, and yeah,
I
future
think
remains exciting.
the first question I have for you, just to get to know you a little better, who's your favorite fighter at Brave CF?
That's crazy, brother. I only speak of the people that I know, and it's none other than the King Kong. I've trained with this guy from the beginning, when we're growing up, amateur and stuff. So, um, yeah, man, he's an inspiration. When you know someone, and you know the journey, how far you've come, you've seen their struggles, you've seen how they pushed to be where they are. That's the true motivation there. You're not talking about people who don't know what they went through, but I'm talking about someone I know exactly. How hard they work to get to where they are. So, man, we inspire each other every day.
Interestingly enough, his name keeps on coming up as everyone's favorite, or definitely the scariest fighter in Brave CF. I'm not sure what your opinion is on him being the scariest fighter in Brave CF is.
Hey man, listen. You look at him. I mean, we say he's the King Kong. I mean, you look at the guy. You can definitely tell he's a fighter. You can tell he's a warrior just by his physical appearance. Unlike some of us, we look like chihuahuas. We our physical appearance don't really tell a person that this person is a fighter. So until we get into the ring, they're like, oh, okay, cool. We can see, okay, he's a fighter. But when you look at him, you don't need to say anything. You're going to war. You're facing the King Kong, and look what it does when you get into the ring. When it destroys people, you see the power. You see everything. So yeah, man, and I'm happy that he's my brother. We trained together. He really planted a lot, in my career as well, and make me tough. Training with him is not easy, man. But I understand now.
Now that he's out there in Indonesia and Bali with you, you understand the power. You understand what he is as a fighter.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's amazing. So, second question: what's your favorite movie about fighting?
My favorite movie about fighting will be Undisputed 3, Boyka.
Boyka.
Yes, I love that movie. That's the best movie I watched that movie many times. I love it.
What's your favorite scene in that movie?
The time when the guy was telling Boyka that he's the champion of the toilet, and Boyka remembering who he is, and coming into his proper thoughts, coming into his proper mindset and thinking to know That you know what, I'm actually not a champion of the toilet. I've got this. I know who I am. I know what I can do. That was amazing.
You know, I hear that, and for me, that sounds like what possibly could have happened. You can tell me more in your second fight against Shorty Torres, where you'd obviously come off the previous loss, knowing your pedigree, knowing how that first fight had gone, obviously, and having to get over the mindset of a loss to say, listen, I want this rematch. I know I deserve this rematch. Let's go. So from there,
Yeah,
how is your adapted for this trilogy fight? Because now you're fighting the same person three times in a row. The first time
yeah.
he came a different way. Second time, and from what he says, you know, he expected something different, and you completely destroyed him. How are you preparing for this fight in the trilogy?
Hey, listen, I'm a legend. And I've broken out into greatness, man. Right now, there's nothing for me to fear. I'm not even moved. I believe in God's promises that he made to me, and the only thing I do is just hold on to His promises and keep on moving forward. Coming into this fight again, his fate was decided in the first fight. I knew exactly his fate against me was decided on that fight, and the rest is just bonus, man, and it's just the fruits of greatness, that are supposed to happen or that I'm supposed to enjoy, in the process. So coming into the next fight, in this trilogy fight, it's a good fight, um, but it's what's supposed to happen. I've trained hard. I always train hard. I always push hard. Surprisingly, that all these videos that I'm seeing coming up of him being, people saying he wasn't ready, he doesn't prepare well, didn't take the fight seriously. I think that's all just nonsense. No one pitches up into the fight not taking any fight seriously. First of all, when we fight in the first fight, are you telling me that you're preparing for a title fight, not taking the fight seriously? That's a lie. And when you win by split decision, in which where people say no, Nkosi won that fight, and then you go back and train as if the fight is easy, as if no, this is just gonna be a run, and then after that you come and say, no, I didn't prepare well. That is nonsense, So it's crazy. So I hope this time is ready. I hope he prepared very well because listen, I'm at the top, man. I belong to the big leagues, and that's where I'm going. My big leagues, my name is already being brought into remembrance in those big leagues, and that's where I'm going. I'm happy for him to that he's playing his part well in my destiny, which is very good. So I'm not running away from anything. I'm here and I'm here to reign. The king is here and the king is revealed.
The king is here and the king is revealed. Now, that is a very important statement coming from you at this specific brave, because at this specific brave, you are defending on home soil, on African soil
Yes.
in Mauritius.
Yes.
Is
That's
there
why
any pressure
that
you're feeling? Is there any
no,
exactly?
no, no. There's excitement. I'm always happy, man. And this time, as I'm saying, the king is here and the king is revealed in the home soil, Baba. Home soil, my guy. So I'm excited. I have no pressure. I just need to get there, knowing very well that this fight is a fight that has a lot of people opening their. Now they are really watching. They might not have been watching the first one, they might not have been watching the second one, but they're definitely watching this one. So this fight, on its own, is carrying a lot of doors and opportunities, and I'm entering. In fact, God has already opened the door. So me on the 11th, I'm just doing the entering. I'm just going in. So I'm excited. So yeah, let's go.
Let's go, entering the doors that God has opened for you. And I think that's an
Yeah.
amazing view, because with all the training, all the hard work, at the end of the day, it's God that carries us through all of our trials, tribulations, and everything that we're doing. So Godspeed to
Yes.
you, and
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, yes, but the Bible says, you can prepare the horses and the chariots. You understand, but the battle below, the battles of the Lord, brother. I've prepared my horses and chariot. I've trained very hard. I've done everything. You understand? And when it comes there, God is the one who gets in there, and the battle is His. And who can defeat God? Ah.
Yeah. Nobody. Nobody. One more time. Nobody.
Nobody.
So you're out in Thailand training for this fight, and you've trained in Thailand before,
In
but obviously that's a far
Bali,
cry from where you used to train.
Bali. Yeah, Bali,
You know
Indonesia.
what? I made the same
Sorry.
mistake with Elisa calling it Thailand. I don't know
Okay.
why
So good.
Thailand is in
Yeah,
mind.
it's
Uh,
Soma. Yeah, Soma.
at
Yeah.
Soma out in Bali, Indonesia.
Yeah,
How's
Soma
it been
fight game.
training out there? And how's this training camp gone?
Training has been awesome, man. Listen, I was there the first time we went for the second fight, and I grew so much in those 4 months. And listen, I went there earlier this time. Oh, brother, I'm blessed. I always train with the right people. I meet the right people, the right coaches, the right mindset, the right environment. So there's no stopping. There's no stopping from here. We're just going to the top. Only thing that I know is that we're ready. We train very hard. We train smart, and yeah, we're ready. I'm doing this for many times, man. Stepping into the ring and fighting. I've done it so many times. So um, I know I've won already. The only thing that is a surprise is how is the victory gonna look like. That's it.
How's the victory going to look like? Personally, you know what I want. Kick him in the head. I'd absolutely love if you could get a
Kick
head
him
kick
in the
win. That would
head.
be beautiful.
Oh, okay. I'm
We'll
gonna,
see. We'll see.
I'm gonna give you a shout out after I'm there. I kicked him in the head, brother.
Oh, I'd absolutely love that. I'd go absolutely crazy, I promise.
Let's go.
So, one interesting thing about your career is that you are the first homegrown Brave champion, Brave
Yeah,
CF. How does it
yeah.
feel carrying that on your back, being their most decorated champion, someone who's come up as a professional fully in Brave CF?
The fruits of greatness, brother. The fruits of greatness. It feels good. I'm enjoying. You know what? I am just being me. I'm just being myself. I I'm not trying to fit in. I'm not trying to be someone else. I'm not trying to look like someone else. I'm not trying to be someone else. I am just being me, and I'm being whoever God made me to be. And in following that, all these great things are just, coming up, and falling through wonderfully. So I'm just enjoying everything, man, and I'm really grateful, um, to be part of someone who makes history, because I break history, brother. I'm a history maker, so it feels really good, and I'm grateful for it. Is it where I'm supposed to be today? Yes. Is it where I'm going? Definitely not. Where I'm going is usually much, much, much greater, and these are all just the fruits of, and part of it.
So, you are already the Brave champion going for your second defense, title defense, now as the champion. Where do you see your legacy in the next 3 to 5 years? Where do you see your career? What kind of champion and where will you be champion in the next 3 to 5 years? I want to hear more
Big,
about where your journey is going.
big leagues, brother. Big leagues. I told you, greatness. My greatness has no limit. My greatness has no limit. It has no boundaries. Where I'm going is much, much bigger and greater. And I'm very much confident because it is God who is taking me there. And God will never take me to a place where He knows that it's not going to be good or enough for me. I'm about to take over the world with a storm. And I don't care what people think or what people say, because people talk what they feel or what they see. They use their physical eyes, but I know where I started. I know the vision that God gave me. He said, the nations of Harans will know me and call me by name. And I always say this, I always put it there and put it out there and tell everyone that the nations of Harans will know me and call me by name. And I'm talking about all the nations. So it means I belong to the top. And hence, in all of these sports, in the big leagues, my name shall be there at the top, fulfilling the calling, and the statement. the nations of high ranks will know you and call you a name. And for sure, you'll see me in the UFC very soon.
We will for sure see you in the UFC very soon. And we know all about the UFC Bantamweight division. It is a stacked division, lots of killers out there, but I definitely see you in there taking them out one by one by one. Nkosi The
Yes.
Future Ndebele.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother.
So, for anyone who wants to find you, speak to you, and get, because you're a very motivational fighter, and I'm sure that any fighters that are around you, that work with you, train with you, and I mean, we've seen Elisa coming across to
Yeah.
Bali now and also getting the same skills
Yeah.
from working in such a gym. For anyone who wants to
Yeah.
find you and speak to you, where can they find you on social media?
Hi, listen, man. Nkosi The Future at Instagram, mainly on Instagram or Facebook, and Nkosi The Future as well. But yeah, mainly or just on Instagram. You can find me and reach me out on Instagram. I love talking. I love speaking, and the people around me they love it. They love to listen to me talk. So, yeah.
Since you like to talk, I have one more question then. What advice would you like to give to any upcoming fighters who are looking to get into your position to become as favorably blessed as you are, the future? What advice would you give them for their careers, for progression? I mean, you've been a previous IMAF champ, and IMAF is the amateurs. You're not
Yeah.
yet a professional. What advice would you give them?
Find your passion and follow it. It might look stupid to people. It might look It might look underrated. But find your passion and hold on to it. If you don't know your passion, no one else can find your passion, but only God can let you on what the passion and the gifts that He has given you are. And you discover those gifts, follow them. And I'm talking to someone who has already said, you know what, I know I'm a good fighter, I want to fight, and I see myself as a fighter, which means you found your passion. Hold on to that. Keep training hard, work hard. Pray for God to bring the right people, the right coaches, the right circle of trainers. Um, Anyone who is involved in your life must be, it must be destiny, so that they come to elevate you, not to crush your dreams out. You'll face challenges. Sometimes family is the first challenge that you'll come across. They will not approve of what you want to do. They don't see the vision as you see it. Some friends don't see the vision as you see it. The people who are at the top, the people you look up to, you say these are legends and these are my mentors, or these are my um, what do you call it?
Idols.
Role models. Yeah, role models. Those people will look to you and tell you you are nothing, you cannot do it. And if your hope is onto that, then you have failed, because you're not going to take a step forward. So find your passion, believe in yourself, keep working hard. Don't mind what anyone says. Even if the crowd is against you, don't look into that. Believe in yourself, believe in what you have got, and go forward and take your dreams. Nothing is impossible, brother.
I absolutely love that message because that applies to anyone everywhere doing whatever it is that they
Yes.
want in order to succeed,
Yes.
to get to the top.
Yes.
That advice is
Yes.
phenomenal. Absolutely
Yes.
appreciate you sharing that advice with us and the rest of the listeners.
Yes.
Inkosi, thank you so
Well,
much for your time. Did you guys just lose power?
I don't even know what happened to my lights.
It's almost like being back home with load shedding, huh?
No, 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 no. What the flipping? Wait. What just happened right now? Oh no. Oh, motionless. Sorry, I was just sitting for too long. Sorry.
Okay, okay.
Motionless. Yeah.
You
Sorry,
don't
man.
have the misfortune of load shedding out in
No.
Bali.
No, no, no. It's crazy. All good,
Ngozi,
man.
thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it. But before we end this, I'd love to get one more thing from you, and it's the way that we end all of our interviews.
Yeah.
Can I get a nice, big, loud kick him in the head from you?
Kick him in the head!
Shout out to Nkosi, the future in the Ndebele. Thank you so much for the time. We definitely look forward to your fight on the 11th of May at Brave CF 82 in Mauritius against Jose Shorty Torres. That fight's going to be epic. The trilogy is about to be done. Thank you so much. To everyone listening, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe at Head Kickpot on all platforms, Nkosi the Future Ndebele on Facebook, on Instagram. Until next time, goodbye.
Yes.